Yeah, so we were at format. અમુક વસ્તુ હું તમને લખાવું છું. અત્યારે તમારી પાસે પેન્સિલ કે પેપર હોય બસ એ લખી લો. I'll share the PDF undoubtedly, not a problem. So this is the main part that we are going to start with our writing task 1, which is format, where you have 3 to 4 paragraphs. So please write down only main things I'm going to make it. I'll be asking you to write, not all of them, as I'm going to share the PDF. Let me know once you are done. You can unmute yourself and you can speak that you are that you have noted it. Done?
Yes, ma'am. Noted.
Okay. So we have 3 to 4 paragraphs. See, 20 minutes ke under, this paragraph is okay, you can handle it. But if you're writing more than 4 paragraphs, it is next to impossible for you to cover up with your writing task too. So it is always better to restrict your paragraph first. We cannot keep on making paragraphs here in the exam. Now, what is the purpose of writing an introduction? Can anybody answer me that? What is the purpose of writing an introduction? Why do we write an introduction?
Ma'am, just to summarize the things, or like just to give the invigilator an idea that what exactly it is about. So
Exactly. So it introduces your topic. So in case of report writing, it will introduce your report on what you're going to write your report. Okay. So introduction ke liye, I'll be having certain strategies for you all, which will make your thing very clear. You don't need to sit back and think that how should I initiate my introduction? Okay. So that is being taken care of. Next, whatever explanation you do should be can be done in 2 paragraphs if required. So paragraph 1 is mandatory. You start explaining there. But if you think your data is too much, then you have to split in 2 paragraphs. You cannot make a lengthy paragraph. It is very difficult for examiner to understand your cohesion and coherence, or for you even to maintain your cohesion and coherence. That means your organization of report or the explanation what you have done with the data, maybe the flow of your content or the language, so that gets disturbed if you do not divide it. Okay, I'll teach you how to take a decision when you need to divide and when you don't need to. So that's why I have written it is sometimes optional. Okay, now we have an overview statement. See, overview statement can also be called as a conclusion, but see, it is being said that we cannot conclude the report writing. Why report writing cannot be concluded? As I told you that it is not our report or our opinion that we are going to give in report, right? So when you have referred the data and you have explained the data, you are just going to say that in all this report is having this. So that is what you call a overview statement. उसमें आप क्या दोगे? Overview statement दोगे. You don't write conclusion in report writing. Okay, so do not write conclusion in writing task 1. An overview statement can also be written after the introduction. Call will be yours. You can look at the time. If you think कि आपके पास कम time है, तो introduction के बाद आप overview लिख सकते हो, उसके बाद आप paragraphs लिख सकते हो. Okay, अगर आपके पास enough time है, I will suggest that it's better if you can write overview statement at the end. Why? because when you explain your data, it is very easy for you to highlight or to pick those elements which is important for your overview statement, and it is easy for you to write them. Any doubt in this part?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now, if you can see, your introduction will be of 2 to 3 sentences. Okay. What you need to do is you need to rephrase the entire statement by using synonyms, right? How you're going to do that? By mentioning what, where, and when. Okay. Try not to give any extra information. I will tell you that what you have to write in what, where, and when. Do not write the words given or below. See, they write it because they are drawing it for you to refer. We are not going to draw the image, right? So it's better not to indicate given or below. Do not write the words units, or you cannot write the words facts. It's better to avoid those words. You should write scale or data. See, units can be in any form. તમને ખબર હશે measurements ના કઈ બી form થઈ શકે છે, but it's always better that we indicate scale because we are talking in scale of hundreds, millions, percentages, like that. So we say the scale of image, the scale of infograph is, the data of infograph is, like that, right? Try to do not mention any of the numbers. Facts का मतलब क्या होता है? This is what you call facts. If you can see this, ये आपके facts होते हैं. And this is what you call your figures. Figures means categories. Okay. So if you can see, the given दिया हुआ है यहाँ पे. Given means आपको नीचे draw करके दिया जाएगा. Graph को क्या बोल सकते हैं? Synonym. Chart चलेगा. CHART.
Yes,
What I
ma'am.
can write in show. Just a second. So if you can see here, what में क्या लिखना है? Type में क्या लिखा है? Bar graph. So look here. This is what you can do with me. What में आएगा एक type. So what type it is? It is bar. Graph already दिया हुआ है, तो I will try to paraphrase it and I will use the term chart. Okay. Next, after this, type के साथ what में हमें mention करना है? Information. Now what information this bar graph is carrying? ऊपर पढ़ना होगा आपको. So the given graph shows the information related to the number of students who appeared for the IELTS examination. अब ये जितना sentence है हमें paraphrase करना है. That means we have to replace this in words. So shows को can I write provides? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Provides the information के जगह can I write the data? Related को I can write regarding. The number of students के जगह can I say number of candidates? Yes. Who appeared for IELTS examination? Can I say who took their IELTS exam? Yes or no? Paraphrase हुआ? Did I repeat anything? Okay, what I can do next is मुझे आंसर करना है where. Where में what I can write? I should mention my categories. What are the categories, everyone? Categories क्या है?
Countries.
Okay, there are 3 different countries. Can I say that? Yes, 3 different countries. Okay, what I have when में क्या mention करना है? Time period. Time period क्या है? कौन से ईयर में? 2015. एंड नेक्स्ट आएगा स्केल. तो स्केल क्या आएगा? स्केल मीन्स यूनिट्स, दैट इज इन thousands. Now who would try to paraphrase all of this? आपको साथ में बोलना होगा, ठीक है? मुझे सिर्फ paraphrase करना है. अब whatever I have written, okay? If you can see what I have written here, okay? Type में क्या हुआ? The given की जगह पे क्या आ जाएगा? The bar chart. What is next? Provides. The bar chart provides. Yes, anybody can speak.
The data
Yes, continue. Regarding
the number of candidates
who took their
the
IELTS
exam
from
three different countries
in
in 2015.
the scale is in
1000.
okay. વાર લાગે તમને introduction બનાવતા? કોઈને બી વાર લાગે introduction બનાવતા હવે?
No.
Okay,
No.
so this is what examiner expects you to write in introduction, and what they look for: clear introduction of what the report is about. So I have mentioned the type of my report, what information my report provides, what kind of categories my report is having, what time period it consists, and what kind of scale it has. Right? So I mentioned the important things for my introduction. That's why I want all of you, if you all can see this, you need to write this. Please make this. Can everybody see what type bar chart ને આ બધું દેખાય છે બધાને?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. તો please note કરી લો. Done or it is remaining?
Done.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, great. Now we have this. Can you see? आपने सिर्फ statement को join किया था using preposition. The bar chart illustrates, provides. मैं last में आपको vocabs दूंगी. The data regarding the number of candidates who took their IELTS exam from 3 different countries in 2015. The scale is in thousands. Okay. Now we are coming to next किसी को भी इंट्रोडक्शन में कोई भी कंफ्यूजन है और इट इज क्लियर टू एवरीवन? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, how to take decision for your paragraph? When you have one infograph and the data is less, then you have to make only one. There is no point of making two paragraph because data ही less है. Okay, now in case अगर data ज़्यादा है, आपके पास एक infography है, एक ही picture है. If you can see this picture, everyone, इसमें I feel कि data ज़्यादा है, right? So in this case, what I'll be doing? I'll be making how many paragraphs now? Two. So two paragraph के टाइम पे मैं random paragraph नहीं बना सकती. ये जितने भी हाईएस्ट वाले हैं उसे एक पैराग्राफ में करो और जितने भी डिफरिंग वाले हैं उसे नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ में करो. इस चीज को कहते हैं ग्रुपिंग मेथड, राइट? सो टू when you have to make two body paragraph, in case when the data is too much, you have to make sure that you do a grouping method. What do you mean by that? Write all the similar information in one body paragraph and the differing in second paragraph. Okay, so here you have to take care of that. Whenever you have two infograph, simply आपके पास दो पिक्चर है, एक पाई चार्ट है और एक बार ग्राफ है, तो क्या आप दोनों इंफोग्राफ को या दोनों डेटा को एक साथ लिखोगे, पाई चार्ट और बार ग्राफ के?
No.
You will be writing or explaining them separately. Exactly. Okay, very good. Next, see, when we were doing in this when we started learning about how many types of graph do we have, what do you call map, process, cycle, picture, diagram, so it is the same thing. You have to take care of certain things now in body paragraph while explaining your data. In case of graph, what you mentioned, the key features, facts and figure, जो अभी हमने देखा, fashion and trends, line, increase decrease wala, remember, data and evidences for your pie chart and table. Whenever you have map, what we take care in map, that we look for developments or you call it as changes. But when you have a process or you have a cycle or picture diagram, you have to make sure that you explain the things in detail. Now, if one information you're not able to explain, आपसे एक information explain करना रह गया exam में, तो उसका task achievement में deduction होगा. So आपके bands थोड़े कटेंगे. मैं नहीं कह रही कि आपको सीधा 4 bands आ जाएंगे, but थोड़ा उसका band पे असर होगा because जो एक कैटेगरी है टास्क अचीवमेंट का, उसमें आपके थोड़े वेटेज का असर होगा. ओके, ट्राई दैट यू यूज आर्टिकल द. अब द से आप सेंटेंस चालू कर सकते हो, बट नॉट फॉर प्रॉपर नाउन्स. वी कैन नॉट से द इंडिया, द कनाडा, हम ये नहीं कह सकते. ओके, डू नॉट राइट इन फ्रैक्शंस. आपको शायद फ्रैक्शंस यूज करना ना आए कि फ्रैक्शन को सेंटेंस में कैसे यूज करते हैं. So it's better if you can write that in words, because here word can be used in any form and in any sentence. You don't have any confusion regarding that. So this is not compulsory, but if you want to follow, you can follow it in this way. It is not wrong. Okay. Try not to give any extra information. Something that is not being present or not being stated in your data, you should not explain it. That today the bar graph is looking good, pie chart is looking bad. हम ये सारे statement नहीं दे सकते. Okay, so we don't need to provide our own reason. We just need to explain what is given. Always write the facts in number. Facts को number में लिखना है. For example, अगर मुझे 10,000 लिखना है, तो मुझे TEN लिखना नहीं चाहिए. Why? It is wasting my time. Okay, 10 को आप 10 करके लिखो, बिकॉज आप अपने पैराग्राफ में आप एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हो, तो 10 को नंबर्स में ही लिखो. 1000 को आपको कैसे लिखना है? इफ यू आर मेकिंग श्योर कि आपको पता है एंड यू वोंट मेक एनी मिस्टेक इन पुटिंग जीरोस, तो आप 10,000 को 00 आगे ऐड करके लिख सकते हो. बट इफ यू फील कि आपको वैसा नहीं लिखना है, तो आप 1010 और उसके बाद THOUSANDS 1000 करके लिख सकते हो. Clear? So just make sure कि facts आपका जो है वो facts numbers में होगा to avoid the spelling mistake. Next, line graph के case में always specify the beginning and the ending in the line graph. So मेरा इस line graph के case में if I talk about a science museum, can everybody see this part? I have highlighted it. Science museum. कौन से month में चालू हुआ वो?
June.
June. What is the data here? It is 400 visitors, right, in 2030. So in the month of June, there were 400 visitors who visited Science Museum, which decreased dramatically, okay, till the month of August by how much?
300.
Yes. And then again by 300, and it increased to over 400 till the end of September. તો આપણે સ્ટાર્ટિંગ થી લઈને એન્ડ સુધી એક્સપ્લેન કરીએ ટ્રેન્ડ ને. એવી જ રીતે તમે આ સ્ટાર્ટિંગ થી લઈને એન્ડ સુધી એક્સપ્લેન કરશો. ખબર પડી બધાને? ક્યારેય બી આપણે લાઈન ગ્રાફમાં રિવર્સ એક્સપ્લેનેશન નહીં કરતા. આપણે સેપ્ટેમ્બર ટુ જૂન નહીં કરતા. જૂન ટુ સેપ્ટેમ્બર જાય. ખ્યાલ આવ્યો બધાને?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, see, it is good to write this similar information. Information ભેગા હોય, આ જોવો છો તમે? બહુ ડિફરન્સ નથી. Ballet and opera, આ બે વસ્તુ તો સેમ જ છે. Other dances માં વધારે ડિફરન્સ નથી. આના માઇનર ડિફરન્સ છે. So આ હું અલગથી એક્સપ્લેન કરીશ, બટ આ ત્રણને હું ભેગા એક્સપ્લેન કરી શકું છું. So in that case મારે શું યુઝ કરવાનું? Respectively. આ આપ્યું છે એક્ઝામ્પલ. The attendance at the cultural event in ballet, opera, and other dances were nearly 5%, 5%, and 3% respectively. So respectively always come at the end. Okay, another way to write about your data. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, can you see this? You can use the preposition by for difference and to for exact. જરૂરી નથી આ preposition કઈ બી way માં તમે use કરી શકો છો. So when I say China, it is 20,000, let's say, and this is 50,000. I can also say that China increased from 20,000 to 50,000. But if I want to put it in terms of difference, I can say that China was at 20,000 and it increased by 30,000. Okay, that is how much? 50,000 each in Japan and Europe. Getting it? So either I can use to or I can use by. It depends upon you how you want to explain your data. But જે બી વસ્તુ તમે exact માટે કહો એમાં to આવશે, and જે વસ્તુ તમે difference માટે use કરો એમાં by આવશે. So you can see one of the example how it is being used. The number of students in China were 20,000, which increased by 30,000 in China in case of Japan and Europe, with how much? 50,000 each. Whereas it doubled to double it 20 no double શું થયો? 40,000. સેમા હતું, that is which country?
USA.
USA, and it decreased to Australia માં કેટલાથી decrease થયો?
10,000.
10,000 in Australia. Clear how to write your this part? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, next you have is overview statement. Now, overview statement, see, you have 2 to 3 sentences. આપણું overview statement બી બહુ lengthy ના હોય. 2 to 3 sentences જ લખવાનું, એનાથી વધારે નહીં. As I told you that it can be written after the introduction or body paragraph. Okay, begin with overall. એક linker છે, બહુ વધારે આપણે યાદ રાખવાની જરૂરત નથી, તો આ linker આપણે વાપરવાનું. Okay, mention elements. શું elements છે? કાં તો 2 elements mention કરવાનું, કાં તો 3 elements mention કરવાનું. Capture the main trend, and you can also mention the striking feature. There is no extra information that should be written here. So no numbers also allowed. તમે already numbers ને કઈ explain કર્યા છો, body paragraph કે introduction, facts આપણે કઈ લખીએ છે? Where do you write
Body
facts? Body paragraph. So do you think you need to repeat that again in your this
No.
overview statement? No, you cannot. Okay. Next you have, I'm just giving you examples related to each and every infograph and how you can write it. Okay. First one is what you can see. Graph. उसके अंदर बार, pie chart and table. So graph में બે एलिमेंट શું દેખાયા તમને? Highest and lowest. Okay. તમે બાર ગ્રાફ ની અંદર increasing and decreasing use કરી શકો છો જ્યારે એવું કશું pattern હોય. Increasing and decreasing pattern દેખાતું હોય ને કે highest થી lowest જતું હોય કે lowest થી highest થતું હોય, તો એને pattern કહેવાય. Then also you can use increasing pattern or decreasing pattern. Now you can see કેવી રીતે લખવાનું આ લોકો આ infograph ના overall statement. So overall comma, it can be seen that the highest number of students who appeared for the IELTS exam were from New Zealand. So highest કઈથી હતા?
New Zealand.
Whereas the least were from India. Okay. Line ની કેસમાં same way તમારે statement લખવું પડશે. But when it comes to line, you have to try to mention the trend. Now this trend you can say how it has increased का मतलब क्या होता है? Gradual increase है, significant decrease है, वैसे. If you don't want to say how it has, you can simply mention increase or decrease, or you can use the term fluctuated or plateaued. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next you have process. Process is what? Here actually it is 3 elements, but we have written, आपने बोला ही था already, lengthy, short. So ये step के बारे में हुआ कि process lengthy भी है और short भी है. But process है कैसा? क्या वो काफी complex है कि process simple है? तो ये phrase आपको use करना होता है. The very first phrase is lengthy and complex, या तो lengthy but simple, short and simple, and दूसरा क्या है? Short but complex. दूसरा क्या स्टेट होगा? नंबर ऑफ स्टेप्स, यानी प्रोसेस आपके कितने स्टेप में है. एंड थर्ड वुड बी स्ट्राइकिंग फीचर. स्ट्राइकिंग फीचर का मतलब क्या हुआ? विदाउट विच द प्रोसेस इज इनकम्प्लीट. नाउ इन केस ऑफ टी प्रोसेस यू कैन सी हियर ओवरऑल कॉमा. टी प्रोसेस कैसा था? लेंथी था कि शॉर्ट?
Short.
Okay, short ke saath it was not complex, right? So can I say short and simple phrase? So I just need to pick one of them. So I picked this one. It is short and simple. Yes. Then I need to mention the number of steps. So what I wrote, which consist of 6 steps. And then I need to mention striking features. So what I wrote, the tea leaves play a vital role in making of tea. થઈ ગયા 3 element. Yes. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, next you have is cycle. Now what do you have in cycle? Mention 3 elements. 3 elements કેવી રીતે? Natural cycle છે કે man made cycle છે? કેટલા number of stages છે એની અંદર? And striking feature શું છે? Striking feature again without which the cycle cannot continue. Water cycle ની અંદર main feature શું છે? Striking feature જેના લીધે cycle ચાલુ જ ના થાય. વોટર સાયકલ આપણે કર્યું હતું, રિમેમ્બર? સન્સ હીટ, સનનું હીટ, રાઈટ? સો વોટર સાયકલની અંદર ઓવરઓલ કોમા the cycle is natural હતું એ cycle, so natural one, which involves 4 stages. Okay, the sun's heat plays an essential role in the working of water cycle. So that is what your 3 elements are about the cycle. Okay, same way when you have a map માં બે વસ્તુ elements હોય, આપણે કીધું તો right? Two, you can say good or bad development, કાં તો તમે કહી શકો major or minor development, but તમારે state શું કરવાનું? તમે good bad બોલો કે major minor બોલો? કેવી રીતે? How is it so? Right? Now when you write this, you have to take care. See, overall comma. હવે મારે good એ નથી કેવું, bad નથી કેવું, તો what I'm using the term is considerable changes. Okay, so I can say it can be seen that there were a considerable changes in the Woodsworth University. How? By adding IT center, lecture theatre and easy access to all the science laboratories. Okay, વધારે રોડ કાઢીને પછી શટલ બસ ટર્મિનલ હતું, remember? And the space was very open, so it is easy for them to access, right? So I have just wrote that how is it so? So I mentioned those things. Now flowchart के केस में या पिक्चर डायग्राम के केस में आपको जो भी इंपॉर्टेंट लगता है, आपको सिर्फ स्ट्राइकिंग फीचर मेंशन करना है. Okay, if you think all these steps are mandatory or important, you can mention that, right? Picture diagram में भी सारे चीज important लग रहे हैं, you can mention that. Okay, any doubt that you have now? Yes or no?
No doubt now.
Okay, please do ask if you have any doubt. As I said, I'm ready to explain it again, but please do not hesitate. Okay, now I'm giving you the list of linkers. Please આ linkers તમારે લખવું પડશે. Okay, list of linkers મને એકવાર મતલબ સમજાઈ લેવા દો. Make sure કે જે બી તમે પેરેગ્રાફ ની અંદર આપણે bullet points ના use કરી શકીએ. So તમે જે comma, full stop, sorry, comma, full stop નહીં, જે તમે એરો એ બધું માર્ક કરો છો ને, નંબર 1, નંબર 2, આ બધા નહીં માર્ક કરવાનું. ઓકે, ઇન્ટ્રોડક્શન પછી તમારું ઇન્ટ્રોડક્શન પતી જાય, એના પછી એક લાઈન લીવ કરીને બીજા લાઈન પર લેફ્ટ માર્જિન પર ટુ કમેન્ટ્સ વિથ, હું આ યુઝ કરું તો એક્ઝામિનર ને ખબર પડી જશે that this is my first paragraph. ટુ કમેન્ટ્સ વિથ કોમા ને પછી તમારું સેન્ટેન્સીસ ચાલુ થશે. ક્લિયર? એવી રીતે બીજા લિંકર્સ બી છે જે તમે યુઝ કરી શકો છો. ટુ કમેન્ટ્સ વિથ, ફર્સ્ટ એન્ડ ફોરમોસ્ટ, ટુ ઇનિશિયેટ વિથ, ટુ બિગિન વિથ, ટુ સ્ટાર્ટ વિથ. દરેક જગ્યા કોમા આગળ કરજો લખતા ટાઈમે. ઓકે, યુ હેવ ટુ યુઝ કોમા. નેક્સ્ટ ઇઝ સપોર્ટિંગ લિંકર એન્ડ કોન્ટ્રાડિક્ટિંગ. જ્યારે તમે સેકન્ડ પેરેગ્રાફ બનાવો, એ સેકન્ડ પેરેગ્રાફ તમે પોઝિટિવ ઉપર લખતા હો, કઈ ઓપોઝિટ ડેટા નથી, તો સપોર્ટિંગ લિંકર થી ચાલુ કરવાનું. In addition to, additionally, to add further, moreover, furthermore, like that. Contradicting linker ની કેસમાં તમે જ્યારે નેગેટિવ કે અપોઝિટ ડેટાને એક્સપ્લેન કરો છો તો contradicting linker આવે. On the other hand, in contrast to, on the contrary, on the flip side and however. તો આ 3 linkers please લખી લો, કાલની ક્લાસમાં કામ આવશે.
We finished with that they playing writing and speaking. I'm just keeping this.
Let me know once you all are done.
चेंज करवानी
થઈ ગયું બધાનું લખીને
हाँ मैम
ઓકે નેક્સ્ટ મેં તમને કીધું હતું સિનોનિમ્સ ઓફ શોઝ એટલે શોઝ ની જગ્યા તમે ઇન્ડિકેટ્સ વાપરી શકો છો ઇલાસ્ટ્રેટ્સ ડેમોન્સ્ટ્રેટ્સ પ્રોજેક્ટ્સ કન્વેઝ પ્રેઝન્ટ્સ પ્રોવાઇડ્સ રિવીલ્સ આ બધા vocabs છે try not to use depicts આપણે બેસિકલી કઈ આર્ટ હોય કે કઈ એવી વસ્તુ હોય what I can say કોઈ સ્ટ્રક્ચર હોય એના માટે આપણે કહી શકીએ છીએ બટ we try not to use it for the infograph okay so use these words please આનું એક લિસ્ટ લખી કાઢજો
डन मैम
Done? Okay. Next, do's and don'ts એટલે લખતા ટાઈમે શું ખ્યાલ રાખવાનો always begin from the left margin okay આ તમે ના લખો તો ચાલશે બસ ધ્યાન આપજો pdf માં છે જ okay so always begin from the left margin તમારા left margin પકડીને જ લખવાનો and દરેક પેરેગ્રાફ ની પહેલા એક લાઈન નું સ્પેસ રહેવું જોઈએ okay so leave one line between each paragraph. Do not leave any unnecessary space before or in between the paragraph. Try not to use any short form. See, apne semi-formal writing kariye. IELTS is all about a semi-formal language that you carry. So you should make sure that you are not writing anything etc. Don't contraction nahi lakhwanu. It should be do not. Breaking of words nahi lakhwanu hoy. Arrows nahi lakhwana. Okay, headings mark nahi karvanu, nothing of this. Breaking of words એટલે અડધું word ઉપર અડધા word નીચે એ નહીં કરવાનું. Okay, never begin the sentence with a conjunction. Full stop કરીને આપણે sentence તો શરૂઆત નહીં કરવાનું. Conjunctions are meant to join two sentences. Okay, so make sure you use it properly. For your bands, make complex sentences. Take care of tenses, and as I told you, write in third person. Okay, now While managing your time, whenever you practice, make sure you practice for 20 minutes. This is the time limit that you have to take care. So 2 or 3 minutes you should plan. 15 minutes you should try to complete your report writing. 2 or 3 minutes you should try to check. So check કરવાથી તમારે જે બી band બચતા હોય એ બચી જશે, because you can erase your mistake and you can write it back. This is pencil paper test. Assessment criteria, there are 4 factors. Now on what basis you're going to get assessed? ચારે ફેક્ટર્સમાં એમનું ઇન્ડિવિજ્યુઅલ વેટેજ છે. ટાસ્ક અચીવમેન્ટ, હું આની વાત કરતી હતી. જે બી ઇન્ફોર્મેશન કે ડેટા આપ્યું છે તમે કમ્પ્લીટલી એક્સપ્લેન કર્યા છો કે નથી, કે અડધું રહી ગયું છે, એન્ડ 150 વર્ડ્સ થયા કે નથી, એના ઉપર અહીંયા અફેક્ટ થશે. કોહિઝન એન્ડ કોહરન્સ, પેરેગ્રાફિંગ સિસ્ટમ, કેવી રીતે તમે બધું એક્સપ્લેન કર્યું છે, ઓર્ગેનાઇઝ કર્યું છે ડેટા, ફ્લો ઓફ તમારું લેંગ્વેજનું ફ્લો કેવું છે. ઓકે, એક જ વારમાં મને બધું ખબર પડે છે, ઓર do I need to read it again and again to understand? So આ પ્રમાણે આના ઉપર વેટેજ મળશે. લેક્સિકલ રિસોર્સની અંદર બે વસ્તુ જજ થાય, એક વોકેબ્યુલરી જજ થાય અને બીજું સ્પેલિંગ જજ થશે. ઓકે, વોકેબ્યુલરી એટલે તમારી પાસે એક જ વર્ડ્સ છે બધું એક્સપ્લેન કરવા માટે કે ડિફરન્ટ વર્ડ્સ છે, એન્ડ સેકન્ડ ઇઝ સ્પેલિંગ. સો ઇન કેસ ઓફ સ્પેલિંગ અગેન, whether you have made lots of spelling mistake, so that will be affected here. Grammatical range and accuracy, that is again 25% of the weightage. So આપણું ડેટા પાસ્ટમાં હોય ને તમે કમ્પ્લીટલી પ્રેઝન્ટમાં લખો તો આ વસ્તુ પર અસર થશે. So what we have to try ki we manage to get scoring or get the good weightage in all the 4 factors. Okay, clear everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any doubt that you have now for writing task 1?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay, fine. So I need suggestion from everyone that what you people are trying to do. If I have started this, what I can say, I'll give you this PDF. So તમે print out કાઢશો કે કેવી રીતે કરશો? Because whenever we are doing freshers no task na, you have to keep this in front so that you can remember what we have taught, especially writing task 1 and task 2 na time. So how you're going to manage? Yes, anybody? Any suggestion? Jay, can I talk to you? Jay, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am will take printout.
You will take printouts? Okay, then not an issue. So હું એવું હશે તો ગ્રુપમાં સેન્ડ કરી દઈશ. Okay. What all we have completed? I think we are done with listening. We are done with reading, and today we are done with writing task 1, that is report writing. Okay. And reading बतानु, I hope you have completed your reading वाला solving जो मैंने आपको दिया था, आपने solve कर लिया होगा. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, सो टुमारो फर्स्ट रीडिंग का हम रिव्यू करेंगे, उसके बाद राइटिंग टास्क 1 का एक टास्क होगा. मैं अभी टास्क अपलोड कर रही हूँ. सो वॉट एवर यू ऑल हैव लर्न, मैं पीडीएफ भी दे रही हूँ आपको उसके साथ साथ. तो वॉट एवर यू पीपल हैव लर्न, यू हैव टू डू द ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग. आपको खुद समझना है पहले. कल तो आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट अगेन, बट टुमारो आई बी नीडिंग योर फीडबैक, योर सजेशंस कि इसको हम कैसे कर सकते हैं. Is that okay? So learning is always 2 ways, huh? Not 1 ways. ऐसा नहीं है that madam will come, speak and go. You have to also give your inputs, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then. Any kind of doubt, anybody, please ask. Yes or
No,
no?
ma'am.
No. Okay, then I'll do the needful now, and that's all. Thank you so much. Okay.
Ma'am, recording.
Sorry.
મેમ રેકોર્ડિંગ ઓફ કરી દેજો.
Okay, okay. કરી દઈશ. Thank you.